Hello people, today we want to talk to you about something really important to us, and that is the Angeles of Medellin. As we talked about in previous videos, in the past couple of weeks we have been going to help at this foundation.
The Angeles of Medellin is about helping the less fortunate, especially single mothers, kids, the handicaps, and the elderly. It is currently based in El Pinar, a small town in the hills around Medellin, but it helps people from all around the department of Antioquia in Colombia. The foundation is run by our great friend known as Marcos.
So, why do we want to help? Because no one else will. As Marcos explains in the interview, there's no money from the government, little to no help from the locals, and no other foundation in the area.
We were lucky to know about the foundation and meet Marcos through friends of ours. And we are even luckier to be able to interview him. And now we would like to share our love for this foundation through this video. So without further ado, let's begin the interview.
Okay, my name is Mark Kaseman. In Colombia, it's Marcos. I'm originally from Rochester, New York. I came to Colombia in 2004. I loved the country, and I ended up moving here in 2005.
Okay.
I was in Cucuta in January of 2006, and on an airplane coming back from Cucuta, I met two American missionaries that worked in the mountains above the city of Medellin. And I asked them what they did. They said they were missionaries. I asked them if I could volunteer with them. So I started working with them. I would buy some food. I paid for little girl's leg operation. I bought some clothing. My first Christmas party was in 2006. I had about 50 kids. And so from there, things started growing.
And back then you were teaching?
No. In January of 2007, I was up in the mountains, and the school year in Colombia starts in January, late January to November. It's kind of the opposite of Europe and North America. So anyways, I went, and the kids saw me and said, come to school and teach us English. So I went to school, and it was a little school, 70 children from first grade to high school. Okay, so I went in the English class and sat there and said, hello, how are you? And, you know, me gustaría ayudar usted. I would like to help you with English class. So the professor kind of, okay, it wasn't like they were happy that I was there, but they said, fine. Well, it gave me a place to go. At that time, I really didn't have the foundation. I was a lone person. The missionaries decided that they did not want to work up there anymore, so I was alone. So I came back to the school the following day, the following day, the following day, and for the next 5 years, I taught in that school. One of my goals was to either coach or volunteer. So, you know, I was hoping somehow something would happen, and it did. The tourism started to come in 2009 into Colombia. Prior to that, it was really very dangerous just to come to this country. And so tourism started very slowly, 9, 10, and give or take roughly in 2011, you know, there was really more tourism. People were now writing me. They said, we heard about you working in the mountains, you're teaching, helping poor and displaced families. And I started getting more and more people, and it just mushroomed and grew and grew. I formed the foundation in 2011. The foundation is my foundation. It's a legal foundation in Colombia. The foundation is only supported by volunteers and their friends and families. I get no support from any government in any other country, nor am I affiliated with any other group in any other country or in Colombia. When I first started working in the mountains, there was roughly maybe 2,000 people. It was very poor. There's no drinkable water where the foundation is. To this day, there's no drinkable water in any homes, okay? But finally, during COVID, the government started bringing up water in tanks. So people can at least get water, but they don't have clean water in their house. The foundation buys food, clothing, medicine. We also have many educational programs. Unfortunately, in Colombia, there are many single moms. Most of the educational programs are geared to helping single women get an education. Okay, I have a formula. My formula is E equals O. Education equals opportunity. If you give someone an opportunity to learn, they can. Sewing, we've had over 200 women today have jobs in Colombia. They learn sewing at the foundation. Normally, the sewing classes are 4 to 6 months. At the end, they get certificates. We also have many successful programs in manicure, pedicure, hairstyling, and also cooking.
Okay. And also you have an English class?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Now, English class, we've got some beautiful, incredible stories. I have one of my students, he studied with me years ago when he was 13, studied through 18 years old. Last year, 2021, when he was 19, he applied to the #1 university in Medellin called IFE. Okay. They said in order to get, even to attend the school, you're going to have to pass an English exam. He said, give it to me in English. They gave it to him. His name is Daniel. He's extremely poor, lives in a very poor area up in the mountains. Today, he is in his second year of studying, architecture and engineering. I can't even begin to tell you how proud I am.
Exactly,
But that's what the foundation does. We change lives. Opportunity, you have to have an opportunity. I have 6 other students today that are working in jobs in Medellin for more than double the salary of what normal people are making here because they speak English. Okay. The majority of people are displaced from difficult circumstances, the drug wars and the drug gangs in Colombia. Okay. I also have, over the last 5 years, we have thousands of people from Venezuela who are now living at the foundation also.
So you have helped multiple families move here from Venezuela?
Oh, yes. Now, I don't help people move here. They come here. And where the foundation is located, this is the poorest of the poor. So when you basically have nothing, that's where you end up where the foundation is located.
Like you said, most of the money, like pretty much all of the money for the foundation comes from donations.
From volunteers, their friends and family. It doesn't come from any other source, any other organization, no one. Only volunteers. The number so far we've had volunteers from 107 countries.
Really good.
And the number of my volunteers that have come back 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I have one volunteer named Vinny from New Zealand. He's been at the foundation 7 times, and he would have been here during COVID, but he is coming back at the end of the year.
Wow. What do you get out of it? Why do you help the people when you could do anything else?
For me, it's more important to give than receive. I am the richest man in the world. I have volunteers from all over the world. We help the poorest of the poor. For me, it can't get better than that. And the love, the appreciation. Today we fed lunch. We have a program where on every Wednesday, 7 single women come from 15 years old to 30, They come to the foundation. We cook soup, sandwich, drinks, and cookies, and we feed the elderly, the handicapped, the families, and I also pay those moms. Okay, it isn't a lot of money. I work for free. Okay, I'm on a pension from the United States, but the love, the appreciation, there is no value, there's no dollar, there's no anything in the world that could replace the love and the appreciation and the gracias or thank you. That 4 years ago, a school teacher wrote me and said, I've heard about your foundation. I'm a teacher in a school. We're very poor. Would you visit us? I went down. Remote. That is the only word you can use is remote. Dirt roads, everything. Got to the school, and I asked them, could I get a drink of water? They said, there's no drinkable water here. Well, at that point, I said to myself, when I came back to Medellin, I am going to get some kind of a water system for these schools. There's 9 schools in this area.
Okay.
I Googled, I talked to people from everywhere. I found a guy in Colombia, okay, an American from Colombia in that, and he sold water purification systems. I bought, through donations from volunteers, 9 schools today have 12 water purification systems, changed their lives. And that. I also help support an orphanage of 32 little girls in a pueblo. It's a school that's run by nuns with a religious order, and I've been going there for 5 years. And I will tell you, for me, the orphans, there's nothing more beautiful.
And so far, what would you say is your biggest success that you did during those years?
My biggest success is having the volunteers from all over the world and helping the poorest of the poor. To me, it doesn't get any better than that.
That's true.
Right now, we're heading into the holiday season. Last year, the foundation had 22 Christmas parties, 9 in the remote schools where the water purification were, 1 at the Native Indian tribe, 1 at the orphanage, and 11 at the foundation in the mountains above Medellin.
Wow.
Over 3,500 people received gifts, food, sanitary supplies like toothbrush, toothpaste, shampoo, combs. I also have separate Christmas parties for the elderly, extreme difficulty in poverty and being handicapped or elderly. So at Christmas we buy food, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, and you cannot believe the gracias, God bless you, thank you, you are an angel. But it's not me, it's us, me and my volunteers. It's us together.
Okay. That's pretty much it for the questions we have. Thank you very much for answering the questions. Thank you for letting us up on the mountains. It was really an awesome experience. And we're...
Estamos esperando por ustedes para volver. That means we're waiting for you guys to return.
That's our plan. And yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Big time.
We hope that you guys now have a better understanding of what we did to help at the foundation and what it's about. And now you may think to yourself, well, what can I do to help these people? What can I do to help the foundation?
Well, the best way would be to come down in person. So if you're interested, you can message us on Instagram or by email. There's also the Angeles of Medellin Facebook page. You can find all the links in the description.
But we understand that most people cannot come down to Colombia to help. So that's exactly why we're launching a PayPal for the ones that still wants to help. If you guys are not familiar with PayPal, it's basically a way to send money via your bank account or your credit card, and 100% of the donations obviously will go straight to the foundation.
Even $5 helps a lot in South America. The link for the PayPal is also gonna be in the description down below.
So we want to say a big thank you to Marcos for this incredible experience.
We want to thank the ones that are going to help and contribute to the prosperity of this wonderful foundation.
So once again, thank you for watching.
And remember,
Stay
Imotep.
Imotep.